Lads, I'm gonna cry. We're finally here. From 5 brand new armor trims, to a brand new sculk sensor, to editable signs, to 20 shards, to a new structure. The snapshot is huge. I got a concert tonight, so we're gonna dive through this thing as quick as possible. Oh yeah, and a brand new sniffer plant too. For the beginning of today's snapshot video, we kick it back to the main menu though. It's still as menu-y as ever. Yeah. I've got a beautiful name lined up for our new world, but most importantly, experiments. Would you take a look at that? There's no 1.20. According to this newest Snapshot's changelog, this is the first official Minecraft 1.20 snapshot. Lads, laddies, we're getting close. Sniffer, we begin with Minecraft's most beautiful dinosaur because, oh my gosh, look at this item. Is this texture not insane? After waiting for only like a million years, the sniffer egg in all of its massively beautiful glory is here. And it's big. If you caught yesterday's video on those brand new ocean dig sites, you might remember me theorizing on where these eggs might spawn. Like, will it be in both ocean variants or just one? And it is actually only one ocean variant. If you're looking for the sniffer egg, the dig site at the warm ocean ruin. Yeah, that's right. There's a new dig site there. We all know and love the wonderful torch flower. We have a brand new functionality alongside that new sniffer egg. When we breed 2 sniffers, watch what will happen. Romantically, they look at each other, we get the hearts and everything, but then on the ground, somewhere inside of this mess, is that sniffer egg item. It's then your job to take this sniffer egg item over to somewhere and hatch it up. Oh, that's so interesting. I love that. Also, very interestingly, these sniffers were doing their thing while we were flying around and talking, and well, what do we have here? A pitcher pod. Look, legally, I just gotta say it. It looks a whole lot like something else that would come out of an animal. Well, anyways, pitcher pod. Pitcher pod is a brand new plantable plant, which looks suspiciously familiar. We've got a couple different growth stages for this beauty right there. Oh, familiar. Oh, it's so familiar. There we go. I guess, yeah, according to the channel, it should be 5 stages, but that seems to be, like, fast-tracking it. Anyways, it's just like its sibling, the torch flower, the pitcher plant is a plantable plant, and this might be the best looking, most intriguing looking plant in the whole game. If we bone meal it, nothing happens, and if we throw it into a crafting table, we get cyan dye. That's nice. That's really nice. As goes for all of these beautiful brand new creations that we're going to look at today, when I have more time, I'm going to dive into them more. Smash subscribe so you don't miss that closer look at the plants. Let's look at this new structure. I'm so excited. Many people inside of the community, including myself, kept talking about how archaeology deserves its own structure, and oh boy, lads, today's the day. Locate structure trail ruins. Now, I haven't seen this one in game quite yet. I got a teaser from a changelog for Bedrock Edition, but I'm so excited. Let's take a look at this beauty. Okay, no way, no way. From first look at this thing. It's literally buried in the ground, underneath the ground here. From second look, we move out of the ground and oh, no way. All we have is a teaser on the ground of terracotta. Then we would have to, like, literally come over to this thing and excavate it. Oh, no way. Okay, so this is definitely completely unlike the one that I saw on a Bedrock's changelog. It looks like, from my first guess, my first reaction, we're gonna have different variants of the structure as well. Oh, no way. This thing is awesome looking. And it's so big. For science, there's only one thing we could do, and that is go so far away and to look up another one. Hopefully, maybe this time, this one will be sitting on the surface. Oh, this is interesting. This levels up 1.20 even more. All right, so starting to remove some of the blocks here in this thing, it looks like not only is this going to be a really big structure, but we also have interiors here. We're looking at interiors with archaeology stuff going on. And even more intriguingly, with this archaeology stuff, ooh, boy, would you take a look at that? Oh. I don't know what I expected. It's a pain. Wait, what's that you say? This dirt in front of me looks rather sus? Oh, yes, I agree. The dirt in front of me looks really sus, but I was tricked. Fooled. Imagining back to when archaeology was first shown off, we did have a suspicious dirt block, but it doesn't appear to be here quite yet. It's still gonna be sand and gravel from last week's beta. So, carrying on with our archaeology excavation here, we go ahead and clear this thing out, and it looks like we have a candle. Over here, we clear this one out, and what are we gonna get? Please be a new shard. Please be a new shard. Oh, you're just a rope. Okay, interesting. This is gonna be crazy. It is gonna be so amazingly fun to dive into 1.20, find these structures, and uncover the secrets of the past here. Beetroot. Well, if that's what they were living off of, I see why they went extinct. We'll go ahead and find another one. And interestingly, it looks like 3 out of the 3 that we found so far today take place inside of the taiga. I wonder if that's a thing. From the bat uncovering this one, it looks pretty familiar. A lot similar to the one we were just at a second ago. Interior and all. Last but not least for our structures today, here we find ourselves over inside of a jungle biome. So there we go. They're not only inside of the taiga, that was just coincidence. Again, these warm tones looks pretty familiar. Diving under the ground here and taking a look at this thing, these sites are expansive. Look at how far down this thing is going, and it's mud. Actually, wow, take a look at this. We have a structure that begins on the surface. It cuts down and continues going down. Then it goes over this way, but it also goes like pretty far over this way as well. That's big. Wheat. Aha. Oh, whoops. You gotta be careful not to break these sands. That's right. You probably do this structure from like the top down or something like that. What is that? Is that kelp? No, that's a green candle. And then, what is that? It's string. Seems like I'm getting a lot of junk. I mean, fair enough. As we go down deeper in here, this one, that is definitely something different. Oh my. Is that a new armor trim? Segue. Inside of this snapshot, we're looking at a total of 5 brand new armor trims, bringing our grand total up to 16. A number that makes sense for Minecraft. When it comes to the name of these new trims, you'll be able to dig up at the Trail of Ruins dig site. In order, here we have Razor, then we've got Sharper, over here we've got Host, and finally, we have Wayfinder. They're all nice trims. They're kind of giving that whole like coast armor trim vibe if you're familiar with how they all look. I like them, but this one, I think we have a new best armor trim. Now this one, aesthetically, is very, very different looking. It's hinting at where you will find this thing. Here we've got another brand new thing that we're looking for inside of the ancient city. Perfectly named. It's called Silence. You'll find this in the loot chests in the cities. Wow. That might be a new favorite. That looks so good. Now, obviously, as we saw from my small test run of the Trail of Ruins dig site, it looks like these trims are going to be pretty uncommon. Might be hard to find. Ever since the addition of archaeology, I've always been thinking how perfect it would be to actually be able to find this stuff when excavating. It's so cool. Oh, and speaking of excavating, shards. Sharding. We are literally sharding. Well, I craft up some pots for us to take a look at. Let's take a look back into the past. It was a simple time, but only a few weeks ago. A few weeks ago, the developers said, if you can remember, we're basically done with big 1.20 editions. And fast forward a few weeks into the finished updates, and the devs come at us with one of the biggest snapshots of all time. We're now looking at a grand total of 20 excavation shards included in Minecraft 1.20, including one that I love so much that I put twice inside of this thing. Excavation archaeology shards, you're going to be able to find these at the different dig sites that exist in the game, which there are now 5. Dig site number 1 and 2 are the familiar ones, the desert ones. Dig site number 3, the cold ocean ruins. Like we were speculating about a ton yesterday, at these cold ocean ruin dig sites, you've got a brand new shards that you're going to be able to find. Mortar. I think this is my favorite one. It's like it kind of looks like an early Warden prototype. It's so cool. Predictably, the 4th excavation site is going to be located inside of the Warm Ocean ruins. Alongside the sharding that will definitely be done at these ocean ruins, we will also be looking for the sniffer egg. The sniffer egg is probably like the really big one, the one you really want from this. But of course, shards are cool too. Last and definitely not least, we got that brand new intriguing structure that I literally need to dig into a lot more. Excavations take place at the Trail Ruins. That's awesome. Speaking of awesome, check this one out. Right here, I'm writing a sign. I said hi and then I backed out, but then I realized I didn't really want to do that. Well, if I use the sign, you can literally jump right back into the sign, but wait, it gets even better. Let's say I made a sign over here and I said like hello or something. For the longest time, you were only able to tell a story on the front side of the sign. But now, if we move over to the back side of the sign and then use the sign, we could say something else on the backside. So like, hey or something, and then hello right there. Signs are now, and this is gonna go for every single type of sign in the whole game. They're all now double-sided, and you can edit them. But it gets even more interesting. Let's say this was my masterpiece right here and I wanted to dye it. If you want to dye it, it works just like before. Same with the whole glowing thing. But let's say I never wanted anybody to mess with my masterpiece. If I use honeycomb on this sign, it basically waxes the sign. Pretending I was somebody else, I don't know, a troll or something, I walk up to it and use it. I don't know if you could hear it, but it sounds squishy. And you cannot interact with it. Same with the backside. Once you wax a sign, it's waxed. You may be wondering about de-waxing a sign with an axe. It doesn't seem to work like that. But if I break a sign, of course, the text is gone and I would have to start over again. Truly, this snapshot is one of the biggest of all time. It's an absolutely amazing and, again, massive snapshot. But there is one final thing that I think we need to talk about today. And that's going to be vibrations and sculk sensors. Friends, if you doubted it for any reason, I think there's no doubting it anymore. Minecraft 1.20 is easily one of the most intriguing and maybe even best updates of all time. Brand new sculk sensor with an amethyst sticking straight out of it? Yeah, sure, heck, why not at this point? Yeah, why not? Now, what is this thing? Well, you see, this is a brand new redstone component. It's called the calibrated sculk sensor. In your survival world, you'll be using this to sort frequencies. Even more interestingly, though, it gets better. If we hook this thing up to a block of amethyst and then, like, put amethyst, somehow this thing is supposed to, like, relay a signal. You hear that? It's like ringing the amethyst right there. This is a brand new mechanic called vibration resonance. Blocks of amethyst have a new behavior when placed adjacent to sculk sensors. If that sensor receives a vibration, the block of amethyst re-emits the frequency as a separate vibration at its location. It's a very, very intriguing looking... It's an intriguing looking model, if I say so myself. Like, what is even going on here? Minecraft Snapshot 22w12a. There is one final thing that we need to take a look at today, and that's the brand new cherry leaf particle texture. Now, nothing has been changed about these leaves and the trees and the generation or anything like that. Biome is where it is, but these particles, instead of falling straight down now, wind. In a way, they blow. Wind exists in Minecraft, guys. What? What even is this? I hope you all enjoyed the chaotic snapshot video today. Smash like and subscribe for more. And what would you like to hear more about? Let me know down below. It's me, Minecraft's most handsome, and I'll see you tomorrow. Goodbye, lads.